Dollar, dollar, dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ New Kid, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
We back on the channel with another
Kid and C original. Come on, baby.
Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome, y'all.
We got another TikTok video for y'all today. We got a good one. Hopefully this is a good one. We've been getting some good ones lately.
Yeah, we did good.
So we got a time when you're quit thinking saved your life. But let us know in the comment section down below if it's a quit thinking that saved your life or you saved somebody else's life because of your quit thinking. Have you ever saved a life?
Yeah, I done saved many lives. I've saved many lives.
What that being said, man, before we get into it, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box down below. You already know where to go if you want to further support the channel. Just always check down below. Also, salute to the comment of the day. Wake up, girl.
Salute to you.
You here with us and the commenters?
Yes.
You gotta be with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing.
Dang.
But salute to you, man. Highly appreciate that comment, man. But with that being said, again, it's a time when you're quit thinking save your life. I want to hear one about a time quit thinking you save somebody else's life. That'll be a good one. But you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get into it, y'all. Let's check it out. Let's see what this one's about.
Girls, tell me about a time where your quick thinking probably saved your life.
This one time I was in Target and this girl my age came up to me and she told me I looked super familiar and she started being like, where do I know you from? Like, what high school did you go to? Whatever. And I told her and she was keeping up a lot of conversation, started talking about her and her husband's marketing company. And then we were making more small talk and I told her I was in college and she very quickly ended the conversation and just continued on. And I had this weird gut feeling. And about 5 minutes later, I overheard her in another aisle talking to another girl, but they were exchanging phone numbers to meet up for coffee to talk about a job opportunity with her marketing company. So I stopped the girl and I asked her, I was like, what did she say to you? And she said that she came up to her and said she looked really familiar and had a conversation that was nearly identical to mine, except she was still in high school. So I was too old. And it turned out she was in human trafficking and had been all over in different stores around the area.
Girls, tell me.
So with her saying she in college.
She was like, oh, you too old.
You too old. I can't do nothing.
Next.
Because why would you offer a job to somebody marketing? You know what? That situation with me, where they set me down, they just was sketchy, bro.
I don't think that's probably what.
That could have been anything, though. You never know.
Sure, that could have
A
been.
dude kept blowing my phone up after the fact. Cause his wife kind of hit me with that. Oh, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like,
What if they were?
You never know.
And they was probably trying to get you to be like on the side to like go out or
See,
you know what I'm saying? You never know. People are crazy
People
now.
are weird, bro. Because like I told you, I said, bro, it was too many coincidences that happened. I'm just like.
That was weird.
I'm like, motherfucker. All of a sudden today, my guy, all these people y'all know, hey, randomly, hey. And everybody happened to be black and older.
Oh, no.
And they all ain't neither one. Come on now.
Yeah, that was weird.
About a time where your quick thinking probably saved your life.
I was leaving the gym late at night going to my car, and there was my car and then someone else beside my car. Lady standing there at my driver's seat at her passenger seat. As soon as I left, a guy started walking right behind me. He was waiting like outside the gym. It was like right on my shoulder, right? So I'm like, I can't turn around. He's gonna friggin' stab me. They were looking at each other and I'm like, they're gonna snatch me. They're gonna take me into their car when I go over there. She's hanging out by my driver's door so that I go to my driver's door and they can snatch me away. I can't turn around, buddy's right on my shoulder. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I walked up to my car, I unlocked it, and I hopped in the back seat in the passenger side. And then I locked it as soon as I got it. Like as soon as I open the door, I lock it and slide in, right? And they look at each other. They reach for my door handle, they give it a wiggle, and it was locked, so they couldn't get in. They just looked at each other and got in their car and booked it. I'm like, I think I just almost got kidnapped there.
Yeah.
I live in a small town, so there was no one else in the parking lot. So like super confused. I think I almost got kidnapped.
Girls, tell me about a time where you're quick thinking.
That's scary.
That is so scary. And now I'm like really thinking because like weird stuff has happened, but
That was.
but technically the first one was kind of like both saved her life and technically saved the other girl life by stopping her and
Yeah.
I thought about that too.
Probably saved your life.
So I used to dog sit this dog who was like really well trained. The simple stuff, you know, stay, heel, sit, lie down, roll over, play dead, whatever. But he also had an attack command. So I'm dog sitting. I was staying over at that house because they were out of town for a while. It's 3 a.m. I'm asleep. And I wake up to hearing the dog growling. So I sit up and I like look around and then I hear the door handle jiggle. And I was like, oh no. And then I hear the window rattle. So I throw myself out of bed. I open the kennel for the dog. I get him by the collar and I go into the living room. And I just kind of announced like, there's a dog. I heard the window start to slide open. So I said it again. I was like, there's a dog. I turn on the lights. I see just a dude in the fucking window. So I give this dog the attack command, let go of his collar. He goes flying across the room. And I have never heard a grown man scream like that before. It was horrifying.
Tell me about a time where you're.
I wonder what type of dog it was.
Maybe I don't
For
know.
a te-
But that's why I told you.
He's gonna do shit.
Y'all.
Well, he will.
He will, but baby, I need my big dog. We go get him. Y'all want to pit y'all.
Never.
Quick thinking probably saved your life.
I always tell this one. When I was working in London, I was on my way home on the tube. It was about 4 or 5 stops before I needed to get off. And I got on, and immediately I noticed these 2 men that were looking me directly in the eye. And it wasn't like checking me out, anything like that. They were looking me dead in the eye, literally like locked eyes with me. And after a few minutes, I was like, this isn't normal. This is really, really scary and really weird. So I was like, okay, next stop, I'll get off at the last minute so they can't then like follow me off of the train. So I waited and I waited and I waited just before the door was going to close. So I jump off and they immediately start getting their bags. They literally start following me off the train, off into the platform. I realise that, run round to the other side of the train carriage, get back on it. They're literally running after me at this point. But luckily the door shut between us. But again, they're looking me dead in the eye. And I was so scared at the stop that I had to get off. I hid in Marks & Spencer's for like an hour just to make sure they hadn't followed me.
Girls, tell me about a time where your quick thinking probably
she's
saved your
saying
life.
girls.
My ex-boyfriend and I had just been on a date, and it was our second date, and he took me all the way home on like buses, trains. We just wanted to hang out, basically. That's what we were doing. So we'd got on this bus which was going to take me to a station that was near where I live. As we get off the last bus, there was a guy waiting at the bus stop, and he had a t-shirt over his face, right? So you could just kind of see his eyes, but it was like wrapped around his head. Me being me was like, oh hi, by the way, this was the last bus. There's not going to be another bus after this, so maybe you want to find an alternative way to get home. He was like, okay, thank you, whatever, but stayed at the bus stop where me and my ex-boyfriend were ordering our Ubers home. He was going back to his house, I was going back to my house. And I did think it was kind of weird that he was just still waiting around, that he hadn't like made any effort to like get himself home. He just stayed at the bus stop with us. My ex-boyfriend's cab came a minute before mine, so I was like, just get in it, it's fine, it's a minute, like who cares? You've come all this way with me, just get in your cab. I have to do part 2. Okay, this is my part 2. My boyfriend was honestly very, like, reluctant to get in the cab. He didn't want to leave me on my own, but I was like, mate, literally, it's not a big deal. I could see on my Uber app where the cab was, like, it was close, it was fine. So he gets in his cab, and I decide I'm just going to cross the road, just so that this guy was kind of, like, looking at me. I just thought I would cross. So I cross, and I'm waiting for my Uber there. This guy then crosses the road from where we were both standing before to come and stand with me, hysterically laughing the whole time. Just like laughing, like evil laughing. And obviously my head is doing 1,000 things. Like I'm a woman. I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I, like a million things. He says to me, what's your name? I say, Jessica. He says to me, you from around here? I said, yes. It was a safe distance from where I'm actually from. But I just wanted him to think that I knew the area. He then said like, oh, my name is whatever, but they call me this. I don't remember what it was. And he was getting very close, to the point where he was about this far away from me. Like, literally standing so close to me. I'm going to have to do part 3, sorry. Okay, this is my part 3. So, because he was standing so close to me, all I was thinking is that I just need to get some distance. Because he can't have good intentions being so close to me, all up in my space. So I knew that I just had to get some distance between us. This was like 2 o'clock in the morning. There was like really no one around.
But a car pulled up to the end of the road. And so I said to him, hey, I don't have my glasses on, so could you check that that's my Uber? This was not a Prius. This was not an Uber-looking car. It was literally just like a family car. Like, it was like a little purple family car. So I was like, it's not my Uber, but I'm just going to make him walk that way a little bit so I can at least run and knock on a door. So I said, yeah, go check. The number plate is like XYZ, whatever. He comes back and is like, nah, it's not your car. And I knew it wasn't going to be the car, so I just kind of was like, okay, next phase of the plan. And I just got this feeling. And I look him dead in his eye and I went, I don't believe you. And I walked all the way to the car. It was my Uber. I get in the car. He's ran to catch up with me. And as I'm about to close the door, he goes, it's a shame you're a smart girl.
Oh.
Then he ran after the car, shouting and screaming.
That is crazy.
How did the car not look like an Uber, but it was actually an Uber? And then, damn, she should have just let her she should have waited for the boyfriend, cause the boyfriend, that's just like us. If we was going, you know what I'm saying? You think I'm gonna just be like?
I mean,
do you like our situation? You know, I never would have done nothing like that.
Yeah. But like she said, he was very reluctant. He didn't want to leave her, but again, you know, he got to get home, and he was like, but either way, I wonder like,
we gonna wait a minute.
Listen, but I'm wondering like, is this guy just after?
You never know.
Women, he could have possibly did something to him. You know what I'm saying?
But
so either way it go, it was.
I'm gonna say this. Because he didn't have any help, it probably wasn't going to be a kidnapping. It probably was going to be... Well, no, I'm saying like, it was going to be something...
Look, this is the thing. I don't even want to say what it would have been since it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm just very happy that she was smart and was really thinking and on her P's and Q's and like picked up on signs because you have to like, if you're going to be out, you're going to be alone, it's at nighttime, whatever, daytime, because people doing stuff in the daytime now. Just be very, very, very aware of your surroundings. Like, seriously.
Most definitely.
That's why, you know me, I don't even like,
yeah, I know.
Honestly, yeah.
I know. Like, you too.
So, yeah.
Hey, man, y'all just be careful out there in them streets, man.
Like,
make sure you peep everything and move accordingly.
If anybody looks slightly a little, they acting a little weird, do not brush that off. Like, definitely.
Yeah, exactly, man. But with that being said, man, let us know y'all thoughts and opinions about it in the comment section down below. Spam us up what y'all think about this. Also, if y'all got any stories y'all want to let the world know, spam it up in the comment section down below. We most definitely will be we might not talk to y'all. We talk some, but not everybody. But we do check comments every day, like for real.
Yeah, it's kind of sometimes it's a little difficult.
I feel you.
But we try. He tries. I used to try, but he tries now.
And then if I see something, I most definitely will.
Yeah.
You didn't have to.
I said, when you called me, I said, wait, you could have just left it at weed. Trying to call me out.
But it's so funny. I'll be going today, DJ New Kid. This is.
Here to call.
We are.
Kid and
Yeah, y'all.
Ain't no time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar.